in this game, Cezary took white and Kevin took black. Joseki. And then white extends. Okay, it's fine to play Hane because black is not going to cut. This would be too crazy. But after Hane, we need to know that black will have this option of starting a fight like this, and in this fight, these stones will be helpful. So maybe white wanted to avoid that, and then extension is also a good option. And then white extends again. This extension already puts really little pressure on black. Black doesn't need to answer, and black didn't answer. And it's correct. Play Hane. If black answers with a Hane, you are already satisfied with such an exchange because it will be more difficult for black to Hane. Now it's not Hane, it's Atari, yeah? But anyway, we can, I think, just even sacrifice 2 stones like this would be fine, or probably extend is better. Black might cut. Then we play here. And if black wants to fight, probably it shouldn't be the best fight for black. Possible, but probably not best. Here. And later white gets this in center and this. Yeah. White extended. Okay. For sure not really a mistake. And then blocked. A bit slow again. Not sure. I think that I would prefer to play here. But this is also not a small move. And soon after, the board is completely dead, kind of. There are no big moves left. So what do we do when there are no big moves left? White played here, second line. By the way, why not this one? We have this center against black. Well, it does create some weakness for us on the bottom, but we get stronger on the left side. I think these are good exchanges. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, center exchanges. When we think where to lose center, where to spend center, I think that the best idea is to play a cap, because actually the right side can grow into a moyo. This group can be thin, can be attacked for sure. I think like this it would be a little bit uncomfortable for black. I think that I would go for such play. Going from below like this looked a bit strange to me. Also, this looked a bit strange to me. Why did black play these moves? I don't understand. Then attachment. Phew. We already started attacking this group of black. Why not keep attacking it? We already put 1 stone. Let's put another stone. Let's attack. White plays this move. If I were black, I would play here. I think. Though then white can get a lot of points. So I am not sure. Black played this and the double Hane. But then white gets outside. I think white is rather satisfied than not satisfied with this result. Probably even result. Then white plays Hane. And this looks like too much, because what are we building here? It's really like we are pressuring to get more out of here, but we are giving more to white out there, and out there is more than in here. So better play calm move. Don't strengthen your opponent. Black does strengthen the opponent, hoping probably that he can get center, but well, maybe the plan was that we push so many times and then we play around here. But white got so much stronger, and still our shape here is thin. It's not a good idea. Just keep calm. Don't ride a wounded horse. Here the horse is wounded. It still needs healing. It needs care. But if it needs care, let's just heal it right away without riding it first. That's how Go works. And afterwards, white doesn't even play this. White plays Hane, which is quite a strong move, and then tries to use the weaknesses of blacks. I think all good ideas. Black is really going down, and white can later split. But for now, white plays this strong move. Black connects. So luckily for black, this doesn't work. But white throws in, and then white plays this one. I think that playing this move. After playing this move, white should get the Cezary should get the name of merciful, because he's just showing mercy with this move. Why wouldn't he play this and maybe even Atari, and then this? It's the same as in the game. 6 points for black, 6 points here, 6 points there, but here this move is completely center. It's a great co-threat and it's quite a few points in center. So why not? Why not? Why show mercy like this? And well, later in the game, black will be able to play this one. So this was quite funny that white played like this, but then still the game is good for white. White splits black, and black really suffers a lot. Builds a group. Maybe as white I would rather split through here. The outside seems really important, but in the game black manages to cut off a few stones, and also it looks better for white. We can count points quickly. It's very useful to count points. Here white has 20, 6, 30, 45. Okay, white has 45 plus combi, so white has 50 plus. And then black has 30, okay, minus 3, but let's say with these 3s. So yeah, maybe even 33, 48, 58, 59, well, let's say 60. White had 52. So it means that when it comes to sure points, black has 8 points more, but white has a lot of potential around here. Maybe white can even split black through here. I think white can, maybe no. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Sorry. White also has more potential than black on the bottom. So I think it's a very easy game for white, especially that also this group is thin. We need 8 points from all this potential. I think that simply playing like this, white should be good. But maybe it's better what white did, that white started a fight. I actually don't know. Probably in both cases white is quite ahead. In the game a fight starts, and then if I were black I would play this and this. Probably something like this. But maybe black thought it's not enough. So black decided to leave more weaknesses in white's shapes, but white attacked the group very successfully. Black lived, but only in ko, and it is very brave of white to start this ko, but I think it's a good decision. Black has maybe a threat here. Yeah, maybe this one is big enough, not sure. But white has a gigantic threat here, and it's not possible to win the game after giving away such a threat to the opponent. It's like the biggest threat which appears in regular josekis. It is with this joseki. Yeah, so I think that this is a very easy win for white this way. And if black answers, well, of course black has to answer. There is no way black doesn't answer. Maybe this threat, but white also has local threats. This one. No, this one is actually a bad threat. Sorry. No, this one we don't play. So we do play. Actually, I don't know. Here. Because white is also a bit thin on the outside. So white needs to be a bit careful with this comp. But in the game, black connected without realizing that it's not a threat somehow. And then the game was over. White made sure that he captures the group, and white won by resignation. Yeah, very interesting game, but unfortunately it went bad for black quite So the question is whether we have a better option around here. Certainly there is a Ko option like this, but it's again a Ko. Well, yeah, I already said that I would probably rather think of such a move. Maybe at the end of the day it's a bit narrow. And by the way, if you want to go to this direction, then might be better to just start from here, because how do these other stones help you? Just play like this. Yeah, I don't know if there is any better way, but anyway, the game should be very, very good for white. After black was riding the wounded horse on the top side. If you need to spend a move to fix your weakness, don't play center exchanges, after which you still need to go back to fix the weakness. Sometimes you might hope that, oh, I will not need to fix the weakness afterwards, but the center exchanges are very often super bad for you. And very often you also feel like, oh, it would be so slack to just add a move and give away center, maybe before I can get some profit. So very often with this mindset we start to play such moves, such riding a wounded horse. And remember that if you need to go back, then very often the exchanges you want to make can be harmful for you. And think, if you are not riding a wounded horse at a given moment, well, sometimes it's good to make a good exchange before going back somewhere, but very important to distinguish between these cases. And it's actually here quite easy, because the direction of play is clearly much better for white. Black is making what? Really, we don't know. And here is a weak group. So this was clearly a bad idea by black. Yeah, and probably here best to play something like this. Oh, sorry, or maybe here. Why not? Like this, we even connect the line of stones and build something. This looks quite interesting, especially that we played this move so far. This is a bit unusual, isn't it? So it would feel more normal to play closer to the weak stone and not in the middle. We very often have this instinct to play on the dot, which we got from the times when we were just learning the basics of how we should play in the opening, and we learned that, oh, playing at the dot is good, and playing in the middle is good. But then when we become done players, we already understand that there are strong groups and there are weak groups, and we should play closer to weak groups. If we play here, we are really not afraid of such an invasion, because what is this invasion doing? We are easily making the group on the left stronger, and the group on the right is super strong, absolutely alive. So white is only creating a problem for themselves. So there is just no need to worry about this invasion. Therefore, we want to play closer to the weak stone. And also, this way we get better perspectives for expanding the area, because when we play such a move, oh, this looks really like a good distance. But if we start from this move and later play here, the stone starts looking weirder and weirder. Why would it be so close to that thick group? So this was clearly a mistake, a slight mistake by black to put it in the middle. And yeah, here is a good question: how to play correctly. I am not sure how to play correctly, but I would rather play from the top, probably, as black. Okay, so this is it about this game, and we will move to the next one.